What's up, fight fans? What's going on out there? It is the homie, Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. It's going down, fam. Showtime Championship Boxing has returned to us. Going down tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be there. Boxing is back, man. Looking forward to tonight's fights, man. We're going to break some of them down, get to some of the backstories in this for those who just don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this is something, man. I am very excited about the night. I had a long week. I don't know about y'all, man, but it's a rainy day out here in the DMV. So, hey, cool with me. You know what I'm saying? I had a long week. Man, I worked my tail off this week. I went out there and got it this week. I know y'all went out there and got it this week. I went out there and got it this week. And so guess what? I'm happy on a rainy Friday. I don't know about y'all, but when you done worked all week, you like rainy Fridays, champ, especially when you got a rainy Friday with championship boxing. I'm all in 100 all day. So let's check this out, man. Tonight's fights, the storylines, man. Hey, man, all of them. I'm liking everything that's involved with this, even with the short notice stuff, with the COVID stuff, and we're going to get all into it, man. I'm still looking forward to tonight's fights. We all know what the main event got a little switched up at the last minute, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? From last I heard, all fighters are on deck, those who made it through the COVID test. I think the weigh-ins went good. I didn't hear anything about nobody missing weight. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's going down, champ. And we're going to break all of this shit down. You hear me, though? Marcus Davis in the building. What's up, family? What's going on? Tramaine Williams and Marcus Bates for the win tomorrow night. Tramaine Williams and Marcus Bates? Oh, okay. You know I'm rolling. You know I'm rolling with Marcus Bates. You already know. We're going to get into it. What's up, Tyrese? What's up, family? What's going on with you, man? Salute to everybody that catches this live and salute to everybody that catch this on the playback. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. So let's just go into this, Joe. Let's go into this right up front. Let's deal with the undercard first now. As stated a bit earlier, you know, on the undercard, we got first off at the top, we got Raeese Aleem, 16-0, 10 knockouts versus DC's own Marcus Bates, 11-1, 8 knockouts. For those who do not know, this is a rematch. And it's funny because the same little terms that played out in their first fight is playing out in this fight. Their first fight was a short notice fight. My man Marcus Davis took that L, man. Took the first loss of his career, man. Took that L. Put up a good fight, you know, made it to the final bell. But at the end of the day, still took that L, man. My man Marcus Bates got knocked down in the first round. You know what I mean? And after that, he pretty much lost every round after that. You know what I mean? After that fight was over, my man Marcus had a lot of different little reasons why he claimed he lost that fight. You know, he said something about a water bottle. He says he was dealing with problems outside the ring. He was heavily distracted. Now, Raeese Aleem, who you see his record right there, 16-0, 10 knockouts. Well, seems like to me, man, Raeese is the type of dude that prides himself on that power. Raeese says, look, he wanted to stop Marcus Bates. He said the reason that he didn't stop Marcus Bates at the time because he was out of the ring for like, 2 years or something like that. He was inactive. And so, you know, that was his first fight back. So, of course, he didn't stop him, but he dropped him in the first round. So these two basically got a grudge match. Now, we all know originally these two wasn't even supposed to fight. It was supposed to be Raeese Aleem versus Tramaine Williams, the man who made it up to the main event. But this right here, this is just as damn good. It's a grudge match. And now it's also been dubbed as a WBA eliminator. But once again, like their first fight, that was done on a short notice. According to Marcus Bates, he said, Slim, he got the call 4 days prior to their fight. 4 days prior. Then he had to switch it all up and go back in camp and get ready for the style that Aleem about to bring. So he said he wasn't properly prepared. That was another thing that Marcus Bates had said. But this time around, short notice fight, same thing. But the difference is Marcus Bates been calling for Raeese. He been saying he been wanting that rematch since that first fight. He says, look, man, he knows he can get in there and he can beat Raeese. So this kind of fell into Marcus Bates' lap. I've been looking at an interview that he did, and he was just going on and on during this COVID time out. He just need a fight. He's starving. He hungry. He probably didn't even see this coming. So damn, champ, Christmas came early. You get to get your get back. And Raeese Aleem, his mission this time around It's to show everybody he's world class. His power is what it is. The first one shouldn't have went to the final bell. And now he don't think that this one is. So he is out to prove a point. This is a grudge match, champ. And this is for the WBA. This is a WBA eliminator match. These are two top 10 122-pound fighters. Salute the Showtime. Salute the Showtime, champ. And this is on the undercard. And this was put together at short notice. DAZN, eat your heart out. I'm telling you, champ. So let's hold on 1 second. This is a good ass fight. So this was done on short notice, man. I'm pulling for my man Bates, bro. I'm pulling for my man Bates. Yeah, Aleem was out of the ring for 2.5 years. So that was a long time prior to their first fight. But Chet, you know, the one thing I gotta give Raeese Aleem, though, he is showing my man Marcus Bates a hell of a lot of respect. He a respectable dude, respectable cat. You know, he humble dude. He don't seem like a dude that's running around talking trash. I mean, he beat my man Bates. He did beat Bates. But he ain't rubbing it all in Bates, you know, face. And he ain't, yeah, I'm going to do that. He just like to prove to the world, look, I'm world class. And he also wants to prove to the world that the first guy y'all saw, well, that was that guy. Now I've progressed since then. So he is dying to show his progression. Y'all think Raeese has progressed? Y'all think it's Raeese? I think Marcus Davis has progressed, definitely. That was about, what, 3-4 fights ago. So, yeah, I call him Marcus Davis. Marcus Bates definitely got better since then. But Raeese, I haven't been seeing much of him. So I maybe I need to drop back in on Raeese Aleem. He's always so inactive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes down at the lower weights, man, they stay inactive, man. Can't get a lot of fights, man. But these two, they going at it in a grudge match on the undercard. I'm rocking with Bates. Bates seemed like he focused. Bates seemed like he driven. You dig? So I'm rocking with Bates. What's up, Bruce? What's going on, man? Salute to your family. Salute to you. Appreciate you for rocking with the homie and sliding on in. You know what I mean? All day, man. But I'm rocking with Bates. And I know y'all might be like, man, you just going for the hometown bias. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm rocking with Bates, but I'm hoping I'm not stupid. I think Raeese Aleem, longer fighter, tall. He got a lot of power with him. You dig? And the thing that Bates had the problem with the most in the first fight was the power. He just could not contend with the power of Raeese. And I hope that's not going to be a deal this time around. The power of Raeese was just a little much too much for Bates. And that's just being honest. So I'm just hoping. I'm saying I'm pulling for Bates because he's the hometown dude. But truth be told, I mean, Raeese got a good chance of winning this. We're going to see how much he's progressed, man. He says he's progressed. We got to believe him. So that's going to be going down tonight on the undercard, a grudge match. I'm with that shit, bro. I'm with that shit, bro. Let's go to the next fight. Let's go to the main event real quick now. Hold on 1 second. Let me just switch my screen. Hold on 1 second. Switch my screen up a little bit. Hold on. All right, this one right here. Let's get to the main event where it is going down. Yeah. Angelo Leo, 19-0, 9 knockouts versus Tramaine Williams, 19-0, 6 knockouts. I like this fight. It's a short notice fight. Now, we all know what was supposed to go down. It was supposed to be Angelo Leo versus Stephen Fulton. And that was a fight that had all of us looking forward to because we've been following little Stevie Fulton. We've been following Shorty, man. And we like his fighting style. We like his grit. We like his determination. There's a lot of fans out there that follow the story of Stephen Fulton. So we was really looking forward to seeing him tonight. Now, for those who don't know, keep in mind, Stephen Fulton put in a petition with the WBO because he popped up for COVID 3 days prior to this event. So he put in a petition with the WBO that the winner of this fight has to face him in 180 days. So it's not like he got away from his opportunity because he worked his way all the way up to the #1 contender in the WBO at 122 pounds. Worked his way all the way up there just to catch COVID 3 days before your championship fight. That got to hurt. But it's all good. Once again, salute to PBC. Got to give him credit in Showtime because the backup plan is just as damn good as the original fight champ. I like Stephen Fulton. I can't wait to see him get the winner of this whole situation. But Slim, the backup plan ain't bad. Angelo Leo versus Tramaine Williams. Let's tell the backstories on this if we can. 2 undefeated fighters right here. Records are damn near identical. 19-0, 9 knockouts. The other guy, 19-0, 6 knockouts. Records damn near identical. Both very, very good pedigree fighters. Both very, very interesting backstories. I like these dudes, Joe. I do. Now, these dudes going to be fighting for the vacant WBO junior featherweight title. The one that was, I think it was abandoned by Neverate, right? He went on up to try to go after Shakur Stevenson's title at 126 that he just vacated. So this leaves an open belt down at 122 pounds. So these two going to be fighting for the vacant belt. Now we know. Let's start with Angelo Leo first. TMT fighter. Last time we had a look at Angelo Leo, he was on the undercard of Gervonta Tank Davis versus Yorkis Gamboa. That was the last time we saw him. And that was a hell of a fight he was in that fight right there. You know what I'm saying? So coming back out, TMT, Showtime, man, they believe in this dude. They believe in this dude. They think that this dude is a star. And, you know, when you look at his backstory, he's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ain't many champions then came up out of Albuquerque. The last big champion that we all remember coming up out of Albuquerque, Johnny Tapia. You know what I'm saying? Ain't really heard much since. So this dude got a major avenue in front of him. His name can be up there with the stars, representing his city. One of the few that comes from where he comes from to become a world champion. That's big talk. That's big talk. That's big talk. You know what I'm saying? So from Albuquerque, got a real chill personality, seemed like a real humble dude, been taking in a lot of his interviews, not a boisterous type of dude, real humble, seemed like a real focused type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, what he says about Tramaine Williams, he feel like he can break this dude down. And the most important thing that Angelo Leo also feels is he's progressed also over time. And he believes that his last fight, which was his first fight that he went 12 rounds, he believed that his last fight should tell everybody what he about. Everybody. His last fight, he fought Cesar Juarez, right? Cesar knocked him down in the 6th round and stopped him in the 11th. So his point that he's trying to tell everybody, Angelo Leo, is my power carries all the way through the fight. Don't think the fight is over in the 11th. Oh, don't think this fight is over in the 10th. You can be up a couple rounds because my power going all the way through. If he dropped the man in the 6th and stopped him in the 11th, first time going that deep into a fight. First time. And the crazy part is that it couldn't have came at a better time because, like I said, this dude is being touted as a highly rated contender. You know, Mayweather got his eyes on him. According to Angelo Leo, Mayweather's been all in his training camp. He's been training in the Mayweather gym. You know what I'm saying? Like Mayweather been coming in and out, giving him pointers. Mayweather got his eye on this dude. Got him in a very, very good position at that. So during the time when he stopped Juarez, his power was coming into question. Look at him. He got 9 knockouts. And we're going to get to that. But his power was coming into question. So him stopping Juarez couldn't have came at a better time. And it let everybody know, oh, this kid can punch. But his style is what makes this dude we're going to get to it, bro. His style is something else, man. I've been looking at, I look at a lot of fighters, but when we break this dude's style down, I think I'm going to say something I never said before, but we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. So he showed his power in that fight. Most importantly, he showed his power going backwards. If you noted the shot that he dropped Juarez with in the 6th round, it was a step back check, left hook that landed right on the button. Put your man down. So he's telling you, look, bro, not only do I got power coming forward, but I got power going back and I carry it through the entire fight. That's the statement that he made in that fight. I like him. Now, this is what things about to get interesting. We about to talk about the style of Angelo Leo. Before I do, let me get a comment or two and let me see. What's up, family? What you saying, Marcus? He says, I got Tramaine Williams winning this all day. If Mighty Midget, it's Mighty Midget's time. He is going to show out tomorrow night. Now, Tramaine Williams and Stephen Fulton going to be a hell of a fight. Highly skilled fight. Yeah, no ifs, ands, or buts. And I can't wait till we talk about Tramaine style, bro. All day. Fam, what's up with you, fam? What's up with you, man? Appreciate you rocking with me, homie. I see you. I'm going to reach out to you, cuzzo. Reaching out to you, man. But yeah, man, y'all already know, man. So this is going to be interesting, though. So let's talk about the style of young Angelo. Now, this dude I've been watching a shitload of his fight. I already kind of knew about him, but I had to kind of update myself on him. You know what I'm saying? Been looking at a lot of his fights, and I gotta tell you, man, this dude does it all. I mean, it almost is as if he's like Shang Tsung. Whatever is in front of him, he fights in that manner. For example, if he got a brawl in front of him, he brawling. If you want to box, he boxing. You know what I mean? You want him to become a catch and shoot guy, he'll do that. Now, his last fight against this guy Juarez, right? Went 12 rounds. Now, this is the interesting thing about that fight. Every single round, my man did wash, rinse, and repeat. What do I mean by that? He went in there every single round. He would start off the first, 30, 40 seconds of the round boxing. Then he would just go into a catch and shoot guy for like the middle portions of the round. He just catching and shooting. And then for the last remaining 30 to 45 seconds, he brawling with you. And then he goes on the very next round and does the same thing over. Wash, rinse, repeat. And that's how he eventually got that guy up out of there. But that was just that fight. But then when you go back and you look at his other fights, when he's in there with boxers, he's boxing his ass off. And the crazy part is, if you got to ask me which version of Angelo Leo do you like the most, the counterpunching version, the brawling version, or the boxing version? I'm picking the boxing version. And that's, to me, the problem with Angelo Leo. If he sticks to that version of himself, that dude looking like he unstoppable. When he boxes, he is a much, much better fighter, I think. You know what I mean? I like him as a boxer. When he gets into those brawls, it's like when he gets into the brawls, he doesn't do it until he's comfortable, until he knows he can take your punches. But he's willing to go mano with you. I mean, I've seen him sometimes I'd be like, why are you doing it, bro? You don't got to do it. You can clearly outbox the dude right there in front of you if you want to go down that road. It's like picking and choosing with this dude. Which one do I want to do? You know what I'm saying? So I like him as a boxer over a brawler. Now, I like him leading off better than countering. And if he's going to counter, he needs to counter with a jab. That's his best countering shot. Every time he tries to get in close and fight them close quarter fights and counter off the catch and shoot with the hooks, it's never nearly as accurate. But when he takes that step back and he fights with that gap between them, that reactionary gap, and he counters back with the jab, he lands every single time. Every single time. But I don't like him as a counter. I like him as a lead-off dude. When he fighting at that reactionary gap, and he just putting that measuring jab on you. He doubling up that jab, waiting for you to commit. And he coming right back with combination. He fights so much better that way. So much better. Another thing about Leo, always applying some sort of pressure. If he ain't trying to physically walk you down and make it a mono fight, what he'll do is stay right there in front of you in that reactionary gap. He'll stay right there and just stay there all night. He'll just, everywhere you go, he right there. Everywhere you go. Over time, it's like his opponents can't get away from him. He do a good job at cutting the ring off. Opponents can't get away from him. He's staying right there in that reactionary, keeping him right there in that measuring space. He don't shy away from that. And he don't let you get away. Then as the fight progressing, he's starting to walk you down. He's starting to bang you up on the inside, throwing thunderous body shots. His last fight was like a body shot palooza. Him and Juarez was just going back and forth, body shots. Boom, 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 boom. That's what he do. It's like he'll give you so many looks throughout the fight. Now, if he can beat you one surefire way, he stays there. Whenever I see him outboxing somebody, he'll stay there. But then sometimes it's like he gets bored or something. It's like, you know what? I'm going to stop boxing and just go ahead and go to the inside and just bang it out with this guy. But he don't be gotten to do it. He don't have to do it. So he's not like your traditional, say, Mexican fighter that's going to flat foot stand right there and just trade back and forth in some, rock'em sock'em robot type fight. Nah, this ain't that dude. If he needs to make the adjustments, he can. He can. And I got to give Angelo, I've seen so many. It's like Shang Tsung, bro. Every time you turn, okay, this round I'm going to do. He's just doing different things constantly in the ring. He's constantly trying different things all the time. And maybe that's what hurts his knockout ratio, because You know, he's always, like I say, changing it up. To me, he even hits harder when he's just leading off or he's playing that matador. He hits harder in that because all of these other punches are like chip away punches. But when he leads up, like that check hook he hit Juarez with in that last fight, bop, power. That's where he's strongest. Not getting in there on the inside, just banging. That ain't, no. When he get that full extension and that level, hey, Shawty a beast. And I like Angelo Leo. I do. 19-0, 9 knockouts. So we'll see, man. So Angelo Leo, man, that's just a little bit about his style, man. Let me make sure I ain't leaving nothing out, man. But yeah, I like him as a boxer. I like him on the outside, flicking that jab, looking for opportunities to get in, still standing that reactionary gap, but boxing. That's the Angelo Leo I like. I know a lot of his Mexican fan base, they may like to see him bang it out, go in there and have an all-out war. But I'm telling you, Joe Floyd and Showtime, they looking at this kid because he can do more than just that. This ain't the average. This dude can fight. He can fight. I firmly believe it. Him and Stephen Fulton was going to be a hell of a fight, champ. It's going to be a hell of a fight. Always going to be a hell of a fight. But he's much better also when he sets up his punches. And I think we covered that. And but also now his defense. He shows flashes of good head movement and skill, but he just abandons it. His number one problem is, I think, abandonment. Like the things that I don't know if he just can't keep it up consistently through the fight, but a lot of things that he does well, he just abandons it. And just like, it's almost like I say, he gets bored in the ring. Like, you know what? I'm not going to do this no more. I'm going to do something else. Now, he's not the fastest puncher. I don't think that his hand speed is nearly as good as Tramaine's. And we're going to get to that. Hand speed on Tramaine Williams, dynamite, champ. Dynamite. I don't think he'll have the hand speed advantage in this fight. I think Tramaine gonna have the hand speed advantage. Let's talk about Tramaine Williams. Tramaine Williams, my main man. Damn, I ain't said that name in a long time. You know what? This kid's supposed to bend ahead, man. This kid supposed to bend ahead, Tramaine, but it's all good. Second chances, man. Second, third chances. You know what I'm saying? Southpaw. What makes this fight also so intriguing is for a vacant title. These are two undefeated fighters, right? Hungry ass fighters. And you're going for a vacant title, and take your mind, these are two damn good fighters. This changeup for Angelo Leo is a total different changeup. Fam, y'all got to understand. Tramaine Williams is a southpaw. That's slick. As for Stephen Fulton, who was an orthodox fighter, who wasn't nearly as slick. He's slick. He has his slick moments, but he wasn't nearly as slick as Tramaine, I don't think. So this is almost like a complete adjustment, almost like Leo got to do. So when they asked Angelo Leo, yo, how do you feel about this short notice change and have to change up the style? According to Leo, he says this, and I quote, "You've just got to know the foot placements. It's not really that difficult, you know? It's not really as difficult as people make it seem. You just got to go in there and do your thing. But you know, minor adjustments on the footwork," end quote. So he believes it's all in the footwork. He don't think that just, yeah, I did. It's a southpaw. It's a different kind of fighter. I got you. Maybe a guy who likes to fight more on the outside than he does on the inside, like Stevie do. Got you. But he welcoming this shit. He like it is what it is. Just a bit of foot changing, a bit of foot placement, of course, is a little bit more than that. But he felt like, yo, bring him on. So, you know, for him to have a complete change up of style and still fighting a good ass pedigree with 3 days notice. Not bad. Not bad. So, according to Angelo Leo, he says, and I quote, "The goal is still the same. And the goal is to get that title. And no matter who they put in front of me, that is my goal, to win that world championship," end quote. So he ain't getting discouraged by the change up of opponent. Now, a quote for Tramaine Williams. Very, 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 very good pedigree of a fighter. Very good pedigree of a fighter. Dynamic amateur record. For those who don't know, 97-10. 97-10. His style, the way he fights in the pros, perfect for the amateurs. I mean, I can see why he has such a decorated amateur career. 10-time amateur national champion. 2-time ringside world champion. 4-time national silver glove winner. This is a short notice opponent for a world title. Originally, Tramaine Williams was promoted by Top Rank for his first 8 fights. He then got charged with gun and drug charges 2 days before his scheduled fight at Madison Square Garden. And then Top Rank, like some disloyal a-holes that they are, dropped him. Tramaine served a year. He got his GED while he was in prison. He got out. He changed his residence. He changed his friends. Then he started winning again. And then he was signed by Roc Nation. He then went on to win his next 6 fights, climbed back to number 3 in the WBO. As the title shot was looming, he got arrested again for violating his probation for missing meetings. He got sentenced to 18 months, but he only did 6. And he only got 2 months left currently on his probation. Roc Nation, his promoter, never gave up on him. During the time when he was serving his time in prison, Roc Nation was kicking people off their roles left and right. But guess who they kept? They kept Tramaine Williams. That's who they kept. And they kept him because they know that this kid, he's sharp. He's super sharp. And he's a fighter. He's a fighter. According to Tramaine Williams, learned his lesson. Ran with the wrong people. Made a lot of mistakes. But he feels as though all of those things had to happen in his life before he can get to this moment. He says, what does it look like for me to be a millionaire with that kind of mentality? So he felt as though it's all part of God's plan. You know what I mean? I had to go through all that to become who I am today. He sparred with Vasil Lomachenko back in his Top Rank days. Iron sharpens iron. This kid is no joke. He's fast. He's slick. He's a southpaw. And he's starving. Roc Nation stood behind him. He got nothing but love for Roc Nation. Let's see what he got to say. According to Tramaine Williams, and I quote, "I owe a great deal of gratitude to Roc Nation because they stuck with me when I got arrested again. They gave my boxing career another opportunity to succeed, and I will do everything I possibly can to stay out of trouble." End quote. This kid could have easily been world champion by now, fam. Y'all not hearing me. This kid could have easily been world champion. I believe that if he probably wouldn't have had some run-ins with the law that he had, Tramaine Williams could have easily been champ by now, Joe. He was originally scheduled to fight Aleem on the undercard. He could have been champ. Now, take your mind, he's came down from 126 and he's coming down to 122. He ain't asking for catch weights. He came out and he's going down to 122. This is a dude who fought at 126. Let's talk about his style. Stays on the outside. Measures. Looks for opportunities for the straight left or for the counter. He loves to buzz around on the outside using his hand speed. Measuring you up to get that straight left to go straight down the pike. Popping that jab out from the outside. He's a shorter fighter with a shorter reach, but he likes to fight on the outside. Very good hand speed. Very sharp. Very crisp shots. What I've noticed about him, he works more off reaction until he's comfortable, and then he starts to dictate. So he never normally, from what I've been watching into his fights, he don't try to come out dictating unless he know that you're just not on that level. But he'll measure you first. He'll come out. He'll work off your reaction. He'll see how you move it. He'll look at you, see how you punch it, see what you're willing to go for. And then once he feel like he's comfortable enough is when he then starts to try to dictate, change the pace, basically running shit. He has very, very good balance with speed, which is a very, very good attribute. Because to have speed and commit the way he does, you can easily swing and miss, slip, fall, always off balance, out of place, all that. But that ain't Tramaine. Fundamentally sound. He's always on balance. Always. Straight left has very, very good power. I mean, this dude, you got to remember, his first fight out of jail, first fight off his, he stopped the guy in the first round. First round stoppage. Silver Salomo in the building. What's up, family? Word of the day in the building. My bad, family. What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? But this kid got good balance, very good speed, straight, has very, very good power. I mean, left hand guy's very, very good power. Good movement with head and feet, very elusiveness. The way he wears you down, he's almost Vasyl Lomachenko-esque. Almost, you know what I mean? But the way he wears you down is through his elusiveness. Stand on the outside, buzzing around. He likes to incorporate the shoulder roll, Philly shell. So what he does is he buzzes around on the outside using that Philly shell. Stand away from your power shots. Having you swinging all like crazy. Got good head movement, good reflexes. I think his feet are much more slower than his head. And I know that may sound crazy. His feet more slower than the head. But at the end of the day, he frustrates a lot of people and tires out a lot of his opponents that go deep with him because they can't hit him. They can't hit him. According to Tramaine Williams, for his first 10 fights, he don't even think he got punched. He's that kind of fighter. The guy that buzzes around on the outside, going to different angles, stand away from that right hand. Fast ass hands. And if you let him unload combination punches on you, he will do that too. And he counters fast as hell. That's Tramaine. This is his short notice opponent. But this is a championship caliber fight. So that's why I appreciate it. That's why I appreciate it. But this kid is no joke. And he's going to bring a lot of elements to this fight that I do wonder how Angelo Leo is going to be able to deal with. All right. We got to this point. It's prediction time. Prediction time. All right, Mainman, you've been doing all that talking. You done told us the backstory of Tramaine Williams. You done told us their styles and all this good stuff. Get to the good part, bro. Who you think gonna win? All right. In my opinion, in this fight right here, I'm gonna rock with Angelo Leo. Reason being, I don't know what Tramaine's going to do coming cutting weight, going down to 22 and dealing with the workload and the work rate of an Angelo Leo. Yeah, he's elusive. Yes, he's very calm. Yes, he's very patient. But the one thing that Angelo Leo does very well is something that I don't think Tramaine has ever seen. Dynamite body puncher, and he's relentless. A lot of the cats he went in there, I'm sure, they stand right in front of Tramaine. Where this dude, if he don't want to stand in front of you, he ain't got to. I think he's going to give Tramaine many different looks. I think he's going to try many different things. I could be wrong. On paper, this is a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. But I think Angelo Leo going to pull it out. I think he's just much more relentless than Tramaine. And I do think that weight cut down the stretch, and this is a 12-round fight, down the stretch, coming from 26, it hasn't affected him yet, but at the end of the day, I just don't think that he's going to be able to deal with the workload of Angelo. Just don't think so. And I think Angelo going to give him too many different looks. Not to mention the one thing that Tramaine does do when he's backing up, he does get caught on them ropes. He does, his back finds them ropes a lot. Something you cannot do against Angelo. Angelo is dynamic at cutting the ring off, and he fights at a space where he's comfortable, a space that I think going to give Tramaine problems. I think it's going to give Tramaine problems. Now, Tramaine fights well with that same reactionary gap. Don't get me wrong. But I just think that Angelo is just better. He can brawl from that distance. He's longer. He can box from that distance. And he's just so relentless. He applies different kinds of pressure. So I'm going to rock with Angelo Leo by unanimous decision. I give it about 7 rounds to 5. It's gonna be a close. No, I'd say about. No, honestly, I take that back. I'd say 8 rounds to 4. I'm going 8 rounds to 4. Angelo Leo. 8 rounds to 4. Angelo Leo gets the victory over Tramaine Williams. I also think that Tramaine's style is good for the amateurs. As I said at the top of the vid, like. It's good for the amateurs, but against a relentless guy like this, Them 6 knockouts, bro. No, you know what I mean? Them 6 knockouts, bro. No, you gonna need some power to keep Angelo off you. And this dude ready, man. Full head of steam. I think Angelo Leo takes it. I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see. We're definitely going to do a post-fight video for this fight tonight. Wasn't sure if I would go call this live, but to be honest with you, I probably won't. Mainly because, bro, like I told y'all, man, I had a long week, and I just want to relax tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to be a fan tonight, relax and watch the fight, chill out with something, you know, nice to drink or whatever, and just enjoy this rainy night up in the DMV and chill with the fight. You dig? So I ain't even gonna call it, but I will do a post-fight video for it. We will come back up on here live probably right after the fight, so y'all can come on and rock with the homie right then and there. But that's my prediction, man. I'm rocking with Angelo Leo. Let's see, you know, and a salute to one of the things that Mayweather Promotions don't get enough credit for is the fact that you can say what you want about Floyd. As stable as this, as stable as that, which I'm pretty sure we all probably agree with. But at the end of the day, at least Floyd is one of the few promoters that can really put his people in good positions. Like, he ain't like, say, Lou DiBella and Kathy Duval and somebody. He actually got a network Showtime that's ready to go at any time. At any time. You know, Floyd is in a real good position to make his dudes stars if he just step out the limelight himself and let his people stay in the limelight. But outside of that, bro, as far as connections go, yeah, man. Yeah, man. For real. I got to give it to Floyd, man, for moving the way he's moving Angelo Leo, man. They got him. They've been putting him on them tank undercards. They've been building. So we'll see, bro. We'll see how this all work out. Because come on back here later on the night, fam, and I'll catch up with y'all a little later. Salute to all of the fam that stopped on through, man. Marcus Davis, Word of the Day, Bruce Goes, Tyrese Bowie, man. All of y'all, man. Silver Salomo, Jimmy McDonald, everybody that slid on through and rock with the homie. Much love to y'all. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. And I see y'all after the fight, man. Y'all enjoy, man. And until the next one, peace out.